Right now, somewhere on Earth, two peoples are pressing their mouths together, sharing saliva, exchanging bacteria, breathing into each other, and calling it the most romantic thing in the world. If you think about kissing objectively, it makes no sense. Two humans mashing their wet face holes together, transferring germs, tasting what the other person ate for lunch. It is, by any rational measure, disgusting. And yet every culture on Earth does it. Billions of people do it every day. We write songs about it, we make movies about it, we dream about it. We spend our entire teenage years obsessed with it. So when did this start? When did the first human press their lips against another person's lips and decide this was a good idea? And why did evolution make something so objectively gross feel so unbelievably good? The answer goes back 21 million years. And the original reason for kissing had absolutely nothing to do with romance. In 2025, researchers at Oxford University published a groundbreaking study tracing the evolutionary history of kissing across the entire primate family tree. Their conclusion was stunning. Kissing did not originate in humans. It originated in a common ancestor of all large apes between 21 and 16 million years ago. That means kissing is older than humans, older than Neanderthals, older than Homo erectus, older than any species we would recognize as human. Chimpanzees kiss, gorillas kiss, orangutans kiss, bonobos kiss constantly. This behavior was inherited from a shared ancestor millions of years before we existed. But why? What was the original purpose? The leading theory is that kissing evolved from mouth-to-mouth feeding. Mother apes chew food and then press their lips against their infant's lips to transfer the pre-chewed food directly into the baby's mouth. Like a bird feeding its young, but with lips instead of a beak. This is called premastication, and it has been observed in gorillas, orangutans, chimpanzees, and even modern human cultures. Mothers feeding babies mouth to mouth. Now think about what this means emotionally. The first sensation of lip contact that any primate ever experienced was connected to being fed by your mother. Safety, warmth, nourishment, love. The most fundamental positive emotions a mammal can feel, all associated with lip-to-lip contact. Evolution took this association and ran with it. Over millions of years, the feeding behavior became ritualized. It separated from actual food transfer and became a stand-alone gesture, meaning, I care about you. I am close to you. You are safe with me. Chimps and bonobos kiss after fights to reconcile. They kiss to greet each other. They kiss to comfort distressed group members. They kiss to strengthen alliances. None of this involves food anymore. The behavior evolved past its original function and became pure social communication. Humans inherited this entire system, and then we added something new: romance. The oldest written evidence of romantic kissing between humans comes from Mesopotamia clay tablets from what is now Iraq and Syria, dating to approximately 2,500 years before the Common Era. 4,500 years ago, these tablets describe lovers kissing as part of intimate romantic relationships. But the behavior itself is certainly much older than the writing that describes it. You cannot write about something that does not already exist. Romantic kissing was probably practiced for thousands of years before anyone thought to record it on clay. Some researchers believe romantic kissing spread from a specific region, possibly South Asia or the Middle East, to the rest of the world. Others believe it arose independently in multiple cultures because the biological hardware was already there in every human. The lips are one of the most nerve-dense parts of the human body. They were already primed for intense sensation. Romance was just waiting for an excuse to use them. But here is where it gets really fascinating. Kissing is not just about emotion. It is about biology. It is about mate selection. And your body is doing things during a kiss that your conscious mind has absolutely no idea about. When you kiss someone, you are unconsciously analyzing them. Your nose is picking up their natural scent, their pheromones, chemical signals that contain information about their immune system, their genetic health, their hormonal state, and their genetic compatibility with you. Studies show that women can detect immune system differences through scent alone, and they are more attracted to men whose immune systems are different from their own. Because children born from genetically diverse parents have stronger immune systems. Kissing brings your nose directly to another person's face, close enough to detect these unconscious chemical signals. Your body is running a compatibility test without telling you, and the result of that test determines whether the kiss feels amazing or feels wrong. This is why some first kisses feel electric and others feel flat. It is not just chemistry in the romantic sense. It is actual chemistry, molecular analysis happening at a level below consciousness. But there is more. Kissing also triggers a cascade of brain chemicals. Dopamine floods your reward system, creating pleasure and craving. Oxytocin surges, creating bonding and trust. Serotonin drops, creating obsessive thinking about the person. Cortisol drops, reducing stress and anxiety. Your entire neurochemistry rewrites itself during a kiss. And this cocktail of chemicals creates what we call falling in love. It is not magic, it is pharmacology, self-administered through lip contact. Evolution designed kissing to be the delivery mechanism for pair bonding chemicals. The physical act triggers the emotional state, not the other way around. You do not kiss because you are in love. You fall in love partially because you kiss. Now here is something most people do not know. Kissing is not universal. About 10% of human cultures documented by anthropologists do not practice romantic lip kissing. They express intimacy in other ways. Nose rubbing, breath sharing, face pressing. This tells us something important. Romantic kissing is not a hardwired instinct like eating or breathing. It is a culturally transmitted behavior built on top of a biological foundation. The biology is universal. The lips are sensitive in every human. The chemical analysis works in every human. But the specific act of pressing lips together romantically is learned, not instinctive. A baby does not need to learn to suckle, but a teenager does need to learn to kiss. This is why first kisses are often awkward. You are learning a culturally specific behavior, not executing an instinct. However, the reason kissing spread to 90% of cultures is because it works so well. Once a culture discovers that lip contact triggers powerful bonding chemicals and allows unconscious mate assessment, they keep doing it. It is too effective to abandon. And then there is the disease factor. This is the dark side of kissing that ancient humans had no idea about. Kissing transmits pathogens, viruses, bacteria, parasites. The herpes simplex virus in particular has co-evolved with human kissing behavior for thousands of years. Some researchers believe herpes literally evolved to exploit kissing as a transmission route. Ancient Mesopotamian medical texts from 4,000 years ago describe symptoms that sound exactly like oral herpes, blisters on the lips that come and go. This suggests that even in the earliest days of recorded kissing, the diseases that come with it were already present. Kissing was never safe, but the benefits, mate selection, pair bonding, social cohesion, were so powerful that evolution kept the behavior despite the infection risk. Your ancestors kissed knowing it might make them sick, and they did it anyway, because the bonding was worth the risk. Just like they ate fermented fruit, knowing it made them dizzy. Just like they breathed sacred smoke, knowing it burned their lungs. Humans have always traded safety for connection. Today, the average person will kiss approximately 100 people in their lifetime. Each kiss exchanges about 80 million bacteria. Each kiss runs an unconscious compatibility test. Each kiss triggers a neurochemical cascade that can literally alter your emotional state for hours. and all of it traces back to a mother ape, 21 million years ago, pressing her lips against her baby's mouth to feed it. The most basic act of love became the most universal gesture of romance. So the next time you kiss someone, remember that you are performing a behavior older than humanity itself, a behavior that started as feeding and became love, that started as survival and became poetry, that started in a tree 21 million years ago and ended up in every love song ever written. You are not just kissing a person, you are continuing a tradition that connects you to every primate that ever lived, every ape mother who fed her baby, every chimp who reconciled a fight, every ancestor who chose connection over isolation. 21 million years of lips pressing together, and we still cannot get enough. If you found this interesting, subscribe. I tell stories like this every week. Next time we are exploring something that will surprise you. How did ancient humans use the bathroom? I will see you there.